Hi everyone. It's after 12, so I am going to get started. Today, I'm going to be scrapbooking the September 2025 challenge. Hi, Michelle. Which is to create a layout or card inspired by sunflowers or friendship. So you could use photos of friends or sunflowers, or simply draw inspiration from the colors of the sunflowers. So I'm going to be scrapbooking some pictures of flowers that we took when we were pumpkin picking last year, and there's a couple of sunflower photos in there. So I'm going to get started with that. I'm using the American Crafts Farmstead Harvest collection. Michelle had a bunch of the embellishments in one of the sales this week. Hi, Arlene. So there's some items from this collection still available, so make sure you go and check them out. It's a really pretty fall collection. And so I printed out the 4 photos in a 2x3 size, and I was looking for a sketch to kind of help me out with the design of this, and I found this is from June 2023 Page Maps. It's this one here. I'm going to bring it up closer so you can see. There's 4 roughly 2x3 photos on here, and then there's a strip that goes down the center. The title, I like that the title is kind of going vertically along the side of the photo clusters, and then there's little small bits of paper, but I think I'm going to replace the small bits of paper with embellishments. So I'm going to get started first with my background paper. I just pulled out a piece of cream colored basil cardstock. It has a little bit of a texture to it, and I'm going to cut this down to 12 by 12. And then I'm going to splatter some gold ink on it. Sorry, I just have to grab my trimmer. Oh my goodness, my desk is covered in pug fur. I'm going to just wipe that off. There we go. Okay. Alright, so basil is always like a 1/4 inch longer on one side. So you always have to remember to cut it down to 12 by 12. Otherwise, if you're like me, you make your layout and go to put it in your page protector, and it's too big for the page protector. So what I want to do is add gold splatter to this. So I'm going to trim down this sheet of green from the Farmstead Harvest paper pad to 6 by 12. Hi, Kathy. And I'm going to kind of just mark out where I'm going to lay it, so that way I can do the splatter peeking out from behind it. And I'm going to do a fine splatter so that it will dry pretty quickly, since we all know that I have no patience for letting mixed media dry, and I usually end up messing it up. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to put it in the middle of my paper here, and I'm just going to grab a pencil, make some marks. All right, and then I am looking for my fan brush, which is my favorite way to get really fine really fine splatters. Sorry, not sparkles. Hi, Anna. Oh, you gotta go to sleep? Okay, rest well. Well, I'll see you on the replay. Okay, let me see. So I have my gold splatter. I'm knocking everything down on my desk here. I just need my splatter box and something to spray this on. So, my splatter box. And let me go grab my little palette thing. No, you know what? I'm just going to spray it onto an acrylic block. That's the easiest thing. So, all right, so I sprayed it on the acrylic block. Just gonna lay this down. Let's throw this on top of that wet stuff so it doesn't get on my paper. All right, throw my paper down, and then I'm just gonna run this through, and I'm gonna just splatter down basically in a vertical line on either side, just to get a fine mist. Have the weekly challenges for September been posted? I have not seen them yet. I don't know. Michelle would be able to answer that. I don't know if she's still on here. She had popped in to say hello. But if she doesn't answer that, Arlene, I'll shoot her a quick message after the live and see if she knows. Just let her know that people are asking about it, okay? All right, so I have a little bit of splatter. I want just a little bit more down here. Okay. Not only have I splattered my paper, but I've also splattered my arms. So now I am also gold and shimmery. Okay. Put this in my splatter box so that I can clean it up after the live. And here, I'll just show you. It's kind of hard to see on the screen, but you can see that there's just a real fine splatter from using the fan brush. All right, I'm gonna let that dry up a little bit. Let's get the photos trimmed and matted. So this is my piece that's gonna go down the center. And so here are my pictures. I'll pull out my trimmer again. Uh-oh. I hear a pug outside of my... Oh, no. Where'd my phone go? I buried my phone. I don't know if you guys can hear her crying out there, but let me just text my husband to see if he can come up and get her. Poor baby puppy. Oh, I hear him. Thank you. She wants to be in my craft room with me, but the problem is that she likes to chew everything. And I really don't want her chewing on all of my craft supplies in here. So I did a really bad job of trimming these photos out because I was distracted by the dog, but that's okay. Let's find some paper to mat these on. I know she does, but the problem is she wants to chew, and paper is very easily chewed up. So, oh, I like this. I want something that's like nice and bold. I like that color. Okay, I think, ooh, or do I want to do the red? I have to three nice colors there. Let's see. I think I will do the yellow and the red for photo mats, and they're kind of like alternating the colors a little bit. And I'm going to do the red floral and the orange floral on the yellow paper, and then I'm going to do the sunflowers on the red paper. That way we have like a contrast going on. Grab my tape runner out. Okay, get these trimmed out, and then I can start building up my page. Okay. All right. And I have all my embellishments. I hear my husband telling the dog to go downstairs now. All right, let's start building this up. These are mostly dry. Okay. Before I adhere this down, I am going to erase my pencil marks. Okay, get that centered up on there. All right, now I have my center piece, and I'm gonna start lining up my photos. So the way that they have it is they have 3 going down and then 1 that's over here. So I'm going to use my big sunflower for over here. Because I just think it's a little bit more eye-catching. And let's maybe move these in a bit. So for anyone who missed the beginning, this is the September challenge, which is to basically do a layout inspired by sunflowers. Either have sunflowers somewhere on the layout, use the colors of sunflowers, or make a layout about friendship. And we're going to do the title down this way. So let's start getting these pictures stuck down. There we go. What's nice is that this patterned paper has like a slight grid on it, and it makes it easy to line up your photos because you can just line them up on that grid. So that's an easy way to get things adhered straight down on your page. Okay, and the last one. All right, let's do the title. So I am going to use from the foam thickers that came with this collection. I am going to use the word autumn. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stick it to my thickers alignment tool so that it doesn't stick down to my page. So it's going to be Autumn Florals is going to be my title. And I'm going to do the florals in this very small puffy alpha, which is in the same font as the autumn sticker. So let's get this spelled out. Spell it out on here. Ooh, you know what? I didn't think about this, but look at how small that is compared to the autumn. So I'm going to have a change of plan, and I'm going to go with the thickers that came with this. It would just, I think it's, if it was a little bit bigger, it would be okay, but it's just a little too small. So let's try it with the thicker set that came with the collection. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so there is our title. All right, that looks good like that there. So let's pull this up. I might have to add a little more glue behind my stickers. This one is stuck down good, but I think these puppies might need a little bit of help. So let me just get them down in the spots I want them in, and then I'll give them a good press, and we'll see. Oh, see, it's sticking to my finger. Yeah, I'm going to need to add more adhesive to that. Ooh. Oh my goodness. All right, let's use my glue press. Just remember, guys, that I am the designer who does not take care of her glue press because I just open it and leave it. So I always need to have a little pin here to get the glue going. And then once I stick the pin in there, it's perfect. My goodness. I must have something slightly sticky on my hands because I keep putting one letter down and other letters come up sticking to me. You know, why am I trying to do this the hard way? I really should just flip the paper and make it a little bit easier on myself. Okay, there we go. So we have that all stuck down. And now I am going to work on embellishing. So I want to use lots of florals on here. So let's start pulling out some florals from the ephemera pack. Ooh, look at these. These are so pretty. They're like a peachy orange. Ooh, look at that. That could go above this photo in the spot where those paper pieces were supposed to be there. I kind of like that sprig. Add some leaves. I'm going to put some leaves over here. And another floral cluster. Those. Ooh, the acorns. Let's pop out the acorns. Ooh, look at that blue leaf. I like that. And some foiled leaves. Little mushroom, that's cute. And this fox, oh, I love that fox, so cute. And pull him out. Oh, do I like this better? Just keep both of them on there. We have another mushroom, some more leaves. We have some vellum. There's some vellum pieces in here. So we have a vellum and foiled leaf. I don't think I'm going to use that. That's cute too. All right. I don't think I'm going to use the vellum on here today. All right. So I pulled out a lot of these. So let's start making a mega cluster here. Let's just make one humongous cluster here. So let's start with some, just clearing this off. I do think I like this up here. So let's lay down a base of leaves. All right. Let's get this pretty orange one down here. And oh, I can't, I'm having trouble picking stuff up today. Let's do this and let's use this. All right. All right, so we have a base of leaves. And then we're going to have some flowers. And I'm going to put foam dots on the back of the flowers. That way it's going to give me the dimension and I can kind of see how I'm going to layer everything in. So here's the beginning of my mega cluster. And let's add some of these guys in. Oh, I thought this was two separate ones. These are two that are together. They just had a little tiny bit that had to be popped out. So that's kind of cool. All right. I like how that is going. So let's figure out these. Let's pop up this other little mushroom. And I'm also going to sprinkle in some of the foam stickers. Oh my gosh, I have puffy stickers and dots. All right, and flat stickers. I am going to get these started, getting them stuck down. So I'm going to take these off for now. And I'm going to get the base down. All right, so now that my base is down, I'm going to repeat the same process where I stuck these on temporarily so that way I can see where I want to add in my my little sprigs. So I think, let's see where this, all right, I like that. Oh, I gotta pop this little window out here. All right, I'm gonna add some glue to the back of this so it's a little bit, gives me a little bit of wiggle time. Thank you. Oh, Michelle, you're back. Do you know when the September weekly challenges for the 52 layouts is going to be posted? We have had questions about that. All right. Now I'm going to add my florals down. I'm going to switch the spots of these so I don't have, you know, one color on top of the same color. Oh, first of all, hi, Daryl. And then second of all, some customers are wondering when the September 52-week challenges are going to be posted. All right, now I'm going to just add in these two little olivey dark green flowers just to kind of fill it in. Ah! I'm having a glue avalanche over here. Oh my gosh. All right. I think I want to tuck it in this little spot here. Okay. And let's see. All right, I love these mushrooms down here, so I'm going to attach them down. Oh, she is going to post them by tonight. Oop, I knew I forgot to glue something down before I flipped this over. All right, let's just trim off the stalks of these little mushrooms. All right, we're going to add this in over here. So for a design like this, say you have lots of embellishments left over from a collection and not a ton of paper, this is a great way to use up those embellishments because you really only, this is just a piece of cardstock from my scrap, you know, not scrap, but that I just had laying on hand, a 6 by 12 piece, and then just some little scraps that you would use to mat your photos. And then you can get a lot of your embellishments on here. So I got all the big ones on. Thanks. Thank you. Now I'm going to go in. Let's go to the puffy sticker. These are not puffy stickers. I don't know what I'm talking about. These are foam stickers. And let's see what else we can add in here. I do like that little fox. I'm not sure where I'm going to fit him in. We'll see. He got buried. Let's keep him out because with me, out of sight, out of mind. All right. Do I have any leaves on this one? No, I just have some flowers and some mushrooms. So let's grab this leaf. Pop that in there. And then I'm going to grab an acorn and add an acorn up here. All right, let's see. We have warm wishes, thankful, blessings. Let's add one more acorn down here. All right. Let's look at, we have the puppies and I have these. Ooh, so many choices. I got another little fox on here. I don't know where I would stick him. He's so cute. Let's leave him there and we'll think about it. All right. Ooh, we have this crispy. That's kind of cute. We have Fall is Calling. I like that one. Oh, do I have a fox facing in the other direction? No! Ugh. That's a bummer. Oop. A flower took a ride over there. All right, let's see. I'm determined to get this fox on here. I will get him on there. Let's see. Hello, friends. Let's stay home. Nothing else really kind of speaks to me right now on this sticker sheet. So let's pull out our puffies. Pumpkins loved, cozy day, gather, autumn, fall, thankful. Ooh, you guys, I like these little puffies. You know what they are. They are my sprinkly bits for this. These are cool. These are like a really cool shape. They are very cute. Do we want one tiny little mushroom? I don't know. Yep, we do. We want that tiny little mushroom right there. And to make it a nice number of 5, we're going to stick another tiny little mushroom right here. Then I have my little mushroom cluster, my leaves and my flowers. Let's see. We have some of these cute little burgundy colored flowers that we can tuck in. So let's try tucking them in under some of these, just so they're just peeking out. I'll add in 3 of these. I don't even know why I am using my big old fingers to stick them under there when I could just use a tool and make my life easier. Let's see. Stick this under here. All right. Should we add some enamel dots too, or not? They're not enamel. Are they enamel dots? Enamel stickers. Yeah, they're enamel dots. Should we add some of these too? Why not? Let's do double the sprinkles on this one. All right. I'm kind of liking this like navy. And there's 5, which is perfect. So let's sprinkle 5 down the page. We'll do 2 up here. I'm going to tuck this under the photo. All right, and then we'll do 3 down in the bottom. 1, 2, 3. And these are cool. They have like a matte finish on them, which is nice. All right, time for you, little Mr. Foxy. Where are we going to stick you? I think I'm going to put foam behind him. So, Arlene, this is the Farmstead Harvest collection from American Crafts. I believe, if there's a date on this, I think it was 2024. Oh, 2023. Oh my gosh, this is old. Michelle had several of the embellishments in the sale the other night. So, like I said, if you're looking for the embellishments that go with this collection, you can easily make a layout just using the embellishments with very little pattern paper. And probably, I mean, we all have so much paper, right? So you probably could find something just in similar colors that you have and pair it up with the embellishments. So there we go. Oh my gosh, this is my little favorite thing, my little mushroom garden down here. How cute is that? All right, guys. I think, wow, 45 minutes, not too bad. I'm just making sure all of my puffies and stuff are stuck down good. My letters aren't going to fall off on me. Those are good. All right, I think that is going to be it for this layout. This was a fast one. If I wanted to add on to this, thanks, Kathy. If I wanted to add on to this, one thing that I might do is if I had washi or ribbon or even stitching, you could add stitching down the border here. That would add to it. Or border stamps would be nice. If you wanted to make your splatters bigger, you could even get like a paint splatter stamp and stamp in a darker color, and that would make a bigger impact with the splatters. But I'm really happy with how this came out. So we made a mega cluster here. This is a great way to use up those embellishments. Sometimes you open up an embellishment pack and some of the embellishments are really big. Use them as the base for a big cluster and then just do like one big cluster on your page. Okay, so it was a quick one today, guys, but I think it was fun, and this counts towards the September challenge. So you know, you have the whole month to work on that challenge, and I can't wait to see what you guys create. So I hope you all have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.